Hello guys, today I'd like to talk about updates I'm making for the channel Napoleonic Studios. Now, you see, I've decided that, as a content creator, just so you know, content creators are humans, yes. Now, humans, when they do the same things over and over again, they can get bored. Unless for some, they just really love. Anyway, my point is, I'm gonna start to branch out Napoleonic Studios and make it more, fun. Make it more. I'm gonna branch out on the content. Anyway, my point is, what I mean is, I'm upgrading technically. So, we're gonna, for example, yeah, and also things have changed. You know, uh, the environment's different, and yeah, different stuff's happening. So we're gonna have to be doing stuff and working on this channel in different circumstances. So my first, my first my first, what do you? Jeez, I need a script when I make these videos. Anyway, my first idea is to make stop motion movies. Now, just so you know, last video, at least the last video, where I talked about what I was going to do with this channel, I said I was going to make longer stop motions. Well, I did. They were last at least 2 minutes and 3 minutes. It's an upgrade. But I want to make them longer. So I'm planning to make them like 15 minutes and 14 minutes. And no, I'm not going to make them about little historical skits. Those they were kind of fun to make, little, jokes or simple educational videos where they have an animation and I demonstrate historical aspects of the Napoleonic Wars. Just really just educational videos that your parents get you to watch that your parents get you to watch. So what I mean is I'm gonna be making like animations like battles and stuff like concerning historic battles, maybe with no narration, no narrator. Narrator, just the gunfire, the call outs, who knows, I might even have a series, like a real like a series, maybe I might have my own sharp. No, probably not. Anyway, yeah, what I mean is I'm gonna make longer stop motions, which means I'm probably gonna be posting less stop motions overall, because let's face it, I'm making a stop motion. It's tiring work. Like, it takes like 30 minutes. So if I could just gather my wits and maybe take longer to make longer stop motions instead of having to try and post a stop motion as much as I can, I might have nice stop motions at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I can post on YouTube. Anyway, my next idea is more engaging gameplay videos. Now, when it comes to posting gaming, like I said, I've given my word that I'd only post it on the Napoleonic era, and it wasn't going to become a real gaming channel, even though I guess you could call it that. But some of the videos, yes, I watch my own videos. It sounds kind of vain, but I do. So, have not been very fun to watch. And I'm planning to record, and I'm gonna record many videos, and I'm only gonna pick the videos which I think are the most engaging, the ones that I don't know how you put it, but what I mean is the ones that make, the ones that are worth watching. Next, Napoleonic history lessons. I'm not talking about the Red Coat Show. Now, if you're wondering why I haven't been posting anything from the Red Coat Show, it's because the background I use for the Red Coat Show, the logo, it's just somewhere that I can't get to. I'll eventually get it back, and I might be posting more videos with Stanley Miller as the host on the Red Coat Show. But for now, he's on vacation. It's a summer break anyway. I mean, it's scary. Even though the summer break's probably only going to be a couple days longer. But yeah, what I mean by Napoleonic history lessons, I mean I'm going to be talking by using the screen to show pictures, to show, maybe a teeny bit of animation to show. Maybe I might be able to enlighten you on battles, on certain aspects, besides just making a full-on stop motion. It's going to take 30 minutes to make. I'm probably going to make it, just more educational and probably more boring, depending on where you side on in history. But yeah, I'm gonna start making those kind of videos. Next, Napoleonic world building. This is for, oh my gosh. Alright, now, just because I love history on this certain aspect doesn't mean my imagination is dead. Just why, for some reason, I know I've done this at least a couple months ago. I made a world centered around the Napoleonic era. Yeah, so I have to get you some updates on that in the future. Yeah, I'm still working on it. Yeah, you guys gonna have to wait for that. Next, new recording music. Now, I've been posting some videos with me recording music. Of course, I'm gonna be posting some new. I've never done any Prussian ones or, well, French ones. Like, for example, I've heard for my new recorded music, like I've done like with drummers in the background and with dual recorders, overlapping. But I've only done that with the British with the British songs. And if you're asking about The Girl I Left Behind Me, the American version, no, that's actually originally a British song. It just has a American rendition that I thought was cooler. So, anyway, I'm going to be doing some French ones, some Prussian ones, some Russian ones, even though I'm not a big fan of the Russian march music. Yeah, but also, 4 has something to do with it, because since I'm building a Napoleonic world, obviously we're going to have Napoleonic music to go with the fictional line infantry. Yes. Anyway, next, animations. 2D, like, I don't know, anime. Now, I have never seen Napoleonic anime. Now, I might have seen anime in the Napoleonic era. Except all the anime I've seen on the Napoleonic era is just, it just looks like it's Napoleonic technology, but it's not in the real world. You know what I mean? It's not really Napoleonic. Like, there's no Russia or Prussia or France, whatever. Anyway, example like Attack on Titan, they have muskets. Anyway, my point is that I'm gonna be drawing maybe animations that these kind of animations I might make to have my own OC to talk about these Napoleonic history lessons, or Napoleonic world building. Yeah, I might make some animations on that. And I'm just gonna be doing some it's like technically just stop motion stuff. I draw every frame. So, either if I'm good at drawing, the quality will go high. The quality of these videos will go higher. If I'm bad, well, let's just say that you'd rather watch a Lego run across the plate 10 times besides watch these crappy animations that my drawing failed me. So yeah, that's animations. Lastly, more effort. Now I'm gonna try and find a way. I'm probably gonna be working on content again and again. In order to build this channel, I gotta work harder. I got to make the content. I got to, of course, make the 2D animations, compose the music. I'm composing it right now. I gotta continue on the world building. I gotta think of the content I'm using for these lessons. I gotta take all the notes together. I gotta make the script. I have to edit the videos. I gotta pick which of these gameplay videos are worth posting. I got to take every single picture to make sure these stop motions exist, so that they will exist. I gotta take the pictures in order for a stop motion to exist. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be working my butt off. Of course, I'm not gonna work my butt off. I gotta have some breaks most of the time. But what I mean is, I'll put some effort into this channel. But remember that you are one of the most important people to this project. You are the one to subscribe. You are the ones to like the videos. You are going to be the ones who are going to watch the videos in the first place. So it would be greatly appreciated if you check out my channel and try to support it in whatsoever way you can. Of course, I don't take money. No, we don't do that kind of thing. All right, I don't even know how to do that kind of thing. But anyway, my point is, this is the update. So thank you for watching. I hope you're interested in what's to come, and I'm excited, to be honest. So yeah, I'll see you later.